The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
Well, we are new. Well, you're right, DA. A big lift for their offense. And he defends, too. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And the starting group for the Spurs. DeRozan out there with Jakob Poeltl. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the 3 slot. And for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. Late in the season, Doris, and some teams now are not going to be in the postseason. They're out of the playoffs and are giving more time. You talked about this earlier, giving more time to their young players to develop.
Well, there is nothing more beneficial to a young player than real-time NBA experience. So when you're out of the playoffs, those young guys start to get more and more minutes. They'll give those young guys more and more responsibility on the offensive and defensive end. And there's no greater teacher than giving NBA reps to guys who you think can be a key part of your future.
So fun for us as the fans and people to cover the league to get a glimpse of the future, what these teams and what these individual players could be like. The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Now here's Conley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Mitchell against White. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Conley. From 17 feet out. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Right side, White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Down low. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Well, the danger factor that DeMar DeRozan adds on the offensive end is huge. He puts a ton of pressure on the defense.
Conley against Murray. Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And the pass to Conley. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Lets it go. And Poeltl pulls it down. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation. And his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Again, Mitchell missing. Spurs leading by 5. It's DeRozan with the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Clarkson kicks to Gobert. Right side, Davis. Clarkson passes to Niang. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Nice shot by Gobert.
Rudy Gobert with the size and length. A factor on the glass right now.
1:06 left to play here in the first. Lets it go from deep. The shot's good from Forbes.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Moutier kicks to Niang. Back to Moutier. Gay against Davis. Pass to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. Here's Davis. Passes it to Gobert. Davis dishes to Gobert. Over Gay. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively. And
the Spurs making a change here. Owen Ellie's checked in. Now here's Gay. A 17-point game for him in the win against Dallas. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Let's go. Zeller trying to free himself up. Misses the jumper.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Hits it from three-point range.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Got it to fall! It went down! He got it to fall!
He did it!
And so it's San Antonio heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating
the ups and downs of injuries.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Moutier, and it's Niang in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it. Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz, DA. Thank you. The Spurs have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And that one falls for Zeller. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are numbers. Who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And it's Mitchell missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And here's Gay outside. Rebound, Utah.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Pass to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. The Jazz working the ball around now. Conley surveying the D. He's off on that one. Murray with the defensive effort. It's stolen by Ingles. Here's O'Neal. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
On the jam by Rudy Gay.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
For three, Murray. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Conley against Murray. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Fires at the elbow. And that's collected by Gay.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
He gets it in there. Gay's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And Zeller kicks to Murray. He dishes it to Bellinelli. Conley against Murray. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Davis. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's DeRozan. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. DeRozan's got 6.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, that's executing an alley-oop if ever I saw one. DeMar DeRozan, he loves these highlight reel plays.
Here's Niang. DeRozan defending. Here's Clarkson. Oh, good with the triple. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are way out in front, leading by. And that's a wrap for our half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for San Antonio. White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Jakob Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the small forward. Mitchell in the corner. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
And both free throws good for White. And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They need this. San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtle's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Wide open look here for Murray. And the 3 off target. Jazz trail by 21. Here's O'Neal. No good on the 3.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And now let's take a look at the most efficient scoring teams in the NBA. The 4th spot held by the Jazz.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Davis is checked in for O'Neal. Then for the Spurs, Rudy Gay's checked in for Perk. Bellinelli comes in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by San Antonio.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan to the left side wing. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And now look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, they can't come out playing timid. Just because they're facing the top team in the West, you've got to play your game, minimize mistakes, and if they do that, they got a chance at the W.
DeRozan passes to Mills. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Doris, so interesting to watch 7-footers who almost never shot 3-pointers make that now a featured part of their game.
Give some credit to the coach.
Wow, hammering it in.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Ingles kicks to Conley. The pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Now here's Conley. Bellinelli is covering. They get it again. Good on the bucket. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Well, Gobert inside, right? He has such a strong sense for when to take advantage of the skills he has at his disposal.
Mills can't hit.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. Well, this guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
It's DeRozan with the drive, and finished off by DeRozan.
Wow, pure power on the drive by DeMar DeRozan. He's got that extra burst, Kevin. We've seen it. Able to finish with force.
Pass to Ingles. Now here is Conley, covered by Mills. It's deflected, but they recover it. Here's Mitchell, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Mitchell's got 6.
Well, you give Donovan the mid-range jumper, he will make you pay.
Okay, that's good.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Walker, and the dunk by Walker.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Gobert against Gay. Gobert dishes to Conley. They grab their own miss, and the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Bellinelli passes to Walker. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. The Spurs making a switch here. 19 seconds left to play in the third. And here's Mills for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And here's Mills for 3. Misses there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs rolling along with a 20. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Emmanuel Mudiay, and it's Niang in at the power forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. It's stolen. And here comes the break. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Medu. All sorts of time. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. To the wing right side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Jazz.
That free throw missing. And the Jazz with some changes. Bradley comes in for Gobert. And Williams-Goss subbed in for Mudiay. White, he's checked in for the Spurs. Doris, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
That's his first personal foul.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Another miss by Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Out to the right wing. Here's Niang. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Johnson in the corner. Fires the 3. And it's Bradley with the rebound. The Jazz have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Zeller finds Johnson. Now White. Doris, basketball continues to gain in popularity around the world, doesn't it? It's amazing to me.
It does. Adam Silver, the commissioner, has said, I believe we can be the #1 spot in the world. Obviously, they'd have to overcome the soccer, and that's popularity. But think about this, Kevin.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And Walker kicks to Mills. Kept alive. Pirtle. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Well, Kev, this team loves it when Pirtle can make an impact on the offensive glass. There's a lot of ways he can get his points, but this is an easy one.
And DeRozan. Here we go. The second effort. And Pirtle lays it up and in.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Williams Goss the pass to Bradley. Not going to go that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And Walker kicks to Murray. DeRozan dishes to Mills. From deep three-point range, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Spurs.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeMar DeRozan.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Mills looking it over. And a miss there on the triple.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
A three ball with the putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements. Shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
to this special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21.
A lot of sporty looks on the Phoenix players here in the Valley. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Sharch.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Jakob Poeltl out there at DeRozan. Then it's White. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. And for Phoenix, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Bridges. And it's Ayton in at the center. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. White drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Well, Smitty, for players and teams that are out of the playoff hunt, how do they stay motivated here to go the rest of the season every night, every practice, every trip?
And I think that's when the organization, your captains, your coaches, you got to talk about being a pro. Sometimes you lose focus. You're not in the playoffs, and maybe your team that was supposed to be or not slated to be in the playoffs. You still are a professional. You have to have a professional coach.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
On the wing, Booker. Back to Rubio. On deep. San Antonio with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they've built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Booker against White. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Johnson in the corner. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And this is what you love about Ayton. Highly skilled. He can face you up, then take you off the bounce.
DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Booker. To the inside. Here's Poeltl. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Booker the pass to Ayton. He kicks it to Rubio. Dishes to Bridges. Back to Rubio. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. A shot off that time. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
It could have gone either way, but unfortunately for them, they ended up on the losing side of that score.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. That's going to send Jakob Poeltl to the line. That one on Ayton. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeRozan. Bellinelli comes in for Walker. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for Murray. Playing for the Phoenix Suns with a franchise-high 9-year playoff drought. There is pressure on this team to find their way out of that long rebuild.
And their moves on draft night, they raised some eyebrows. They've got some young talent, but can new coach Monty Williams turn them into a winner? Long-suffering Suns fans certainly hope so.
San Antonio making a switch here. Sellers checked in. Back to Mills. And there's the pass to Bellinelli. Gay left side. Kicks to Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Gay dishes to Mills. And he's good on the three ball.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Carter. Pass to Šarić. Carter on the wing. And it's blocked. Mills with it. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Dallas. Bridges against Gay. Bridges misses. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 14-6 run. And Baines pulls it down. Suns trail by 6. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target. Carter's got 7 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right wing. Here's Forbes. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Carter. And Tyler Zeller's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And Phoenix making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Passes to Baines. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. There's the pass to Carter. Šarić in the corner. Over Gay. The offensive rebound. Kaminsky. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. Marco Bellinelli picks one up. The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he makes both free throws. Mills looking it over. Three-pointer. The shot missing. A good close contest so far. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
On the court right now for the Spurs, Rudy Gay is out there with Zeller, and it's Mills. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. Gay can't get it to go. And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the D.
Just 3 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Friday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Zeller. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. The Suns trailing.
The defensive impact of Jakob Pirtle giving the Spurs a boost. Great timing and instincts as a shot blocker.
Now here's Booker. 29 points for him last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And they take the lead. Johnson's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Suns. DeRozan in the corner. He tries for 3. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. And coming to San Antonio in the Kawhi Leonard trade, the Spurs hoping Pirtle can be a difference maker.
You know what, Kevin? Already their best road threat offensively. He rarely misses with his right hand in close.
Now here's Gay. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Saric passes to Baines. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Saric outside. Back to Rubio. Fires for three. San Antonio with the rebound. Murray left side. And it's Murray with the jam.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Rubio against Murray. Back to Booker. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. Booker's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Andre Ayton's checked in for Phoenix. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Spurs. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. Booker outside. The dish to Ayton. He kicks to Rubio. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
From deep, Walker off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Steve, when it comes to creating contact, which offensive moves can create the impression of a foul where the defensive player can do nothing about it?
I think ripping through the defender's arms is really tough for the defensive guy right now, Kevin. That's a hard move to defend if you're the defender.
Smitty, I think guys actually practice this, don't they? Ways they can kind of lure a defensive player in like this.
They do. They're strong enough now, and also they are, like you said, practicing that type of move.
No good from Booker.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
White, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now, here's Rubio. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Walker against Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Suns have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And that one falls for Johnson.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 1. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd, and that's obviously easier said than done.
Yeah, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Sun.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed for the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a... And...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Derek White displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Aaron Baines out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Carter. And it's Jerome in at the shooting guard position. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Last season, the Suns made DeAndre Ayton the #1 overall pick in the draft. They had no hesitation, Greg, in making that call.
And when a player like Ayton, who was in the Rookie of the Year combo from the get-go, is available, you have to take him. Not only is the upside sky high for Ayton, but he was an impact player from day one for the Suns.
And Phoenix making a change here. Charge is checked in. Murray kicks to Pirtle. There's Walker with the 3.
And you can't be careless around Sarge. When he's on you, he is looking to send that one back.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. They double-team Walker. DeRozan passes to Pirtle. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 3 assists tonight. To the paint. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Great positioning on the putback. White's got 10 points.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Walker's shot is off. The Suns leading. Charge with it. He's picked up by Walker. Carter against Walker. Now here is Carter. Defense right on him. Just 4 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Ayton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, as you can now see on the 2K leaderboard, these are the NBA's steal leaders since the All-Star break. Third is Ricky Rubio. And, of course, DeJounte Murray.
What a job both of them have done defensively in the open court. They've really gotten a feel for their opponents the more they see them.
Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Phoenix.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Suns leading by 3. Carter with the 3. And it's Rudy Gay with the rebound.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Here's Jerome. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Saric kicks to Carter. Here's Ayton. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gay's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen by Carter. There's Kaminsky. And good that time. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 3 now for the Suns.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Samanic has got his first basket of the night. Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. The 10-footer. Zeller grabs the board.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
But he gets it back. From deep, Walker. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jerome, no good. And San Antonio shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And here we can check out the story on Dario Saric. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. 8th in three-point field goal percentage. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. Booker, he's checked in for the Suns. Ricky Rubio comes in for Carter. Here's Mills. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size, a 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Now Ayton. He's got 14. 2 points. That one goes.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Here's Forbes. Tips it up. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns leading by 6. Pass to Kaminsky. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Booker outside. Pulls up. The rebound by the Spurs. Gay's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Forbes. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. Well, we thought the 3rd quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was...
DeAndre Ayton, he has been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the 4th quarter, they've got Bellinelli, Jakob Poeltl out there with DeRozan. Then it's White, and it's Forbes in at the point. Stolen by Rubio. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Booker. Out to the right wing. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Johnson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Good on the shot.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Booker dishes to Rubio. Poeltl against Bridges. And it's in there. And the Suns lead by 6. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. White with it. Bridges covering. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Carter, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Then for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeRozan. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bellinelli. And it's Murray with the jam.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
Booker the pass to Carter. Back to Booker. And Poeltl pulls it down. Here's Gay. And that one, good.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Here's Carter. Another one falls for Phoenix. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Smooth and athletic. Gay digging to the rim, finishing strong.
Kaminsky, the pass to Booker. It's up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Back to Murray. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And now the Suns, a fast break. Here's Booker. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And 11 points for Devin Booker.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Here's Gay. Count it. Good. Gay's got 6 points in the quarter.
Good move getting the ball into Rudy's hands. He's capable of hitting monster buckets.
Johnson outside. Here's Carter. That one misses. Murray with the defensive effort. Here's White. Good D by Booker. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Phoenix no good that time either. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Stolen by Carter. And now the Suns, a fast break. Jackson's got the ball. And stolen by Murray. Pirtle, the pass to Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Unbelievable poise. Game on the line. Rudy Gay coming through in the clutch.
And the Suns call time here. They're up by 3. 1:07 left in the game. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing.
The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing. You're double-checking, and the game continues on. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Booker with no one around. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Here's Jerome. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm.
benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. Well, they are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for DeRozan.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
And the starting group for the Spurs, they've got Pirtle. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spot. And it's Ingram in at the 3.
And Ball showing you nice activity on the defensive end there, Kevin, causing problems because of that reach and the quick hands.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
Left side, Walker. It's blocked.
And if Williamson's in the area, you better be careful. When you aren't, he's going to stifle you on the offensive end.
Holiday, the pass to Favors. It's Ingram on the wing. Sinks the three-pointer. Ingram's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
But they'll get another chance.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Stolen by Ball. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. A pull-up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Murray finds Walker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Back to Pirtle. Walker against Ingram. Will it go? He can't get that one to fall. And New Orleans will come the other way.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
On baseline, Jay. And Pirtle pulls it down. DeRozan in the corner. Good on the triple.
Nothing to think about there with DeRozan. I mean, the quick trigger, just catch it and shoot it. And, you know, the Spurs are never afraid to play to the tune of their own drummer. I mean, just as the rest of the league embraces threes and layups, the Spurs going against that grain, leading the league in mid-range shots and post-ups.
And Favors kicks to Howard. And that one, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trail by 10. Right side to Walker. Passes it to White. Back to Walker. DeRozan in the corner. Pirtle. It's good on the putback.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
Inside, it's stolen by DeRozan. Outside, White. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. You were talking about the mid-range and the post-ups. Those are the strengths of DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, Coach Popovich has been so successful for decades because he always adapts to the strengths of his players. Outstanding coaches do that in every sport. That shot diet might not work for most other teams, but if it fits the Spurs, they'll go old school and make it work for them.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Outside Holiday. They get the rebound. Here's Favors. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
And Bellinelli with a nice touch inside. We know him as a long-range sniper, but he can get it done when he's close to the rim, too.
Favors passes to Jackson. Here's Hart. Bellinelli is covering. The deep three from Redick. And again, no good by New Orleans. Gay kicks to Mills. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far.
Let's hear it for you.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
And they've managed to capitalize on those turnovers. And that'll give them a nice edge as this game goes along.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Mills. Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's Tyler Zeller. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Clark, who are a few under-the-radar guys who really get it done scoring the ball at that forward position?
Boy, I tell you what, a couple of names that come to mind. Bogan Bogdanovic, outstanding scorer. Gallinari, and then John Collins, and the young fellow down in Atlanta. Those 3 guys are all a little bit undervalued as scorers.
The pass to Melly. Here's Hart. He's covered by Gay. Hart, no good. San Antonio leading. Bellinelli passes to Forbes. Tries again. No good that time. Great D that time from Redick. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
And, you know, as you said, Greg, when you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. And when that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
Oh, and he went for the 2-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Mills, that's a 2-pointer, and another basket for San Antonio.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide-open man and dropping the dime.
Jackson dishes to Okafor. Here's Melly. He's covered by Gay. Launches it. No good that time. San Antonio trailing here. To the middle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Bellinelli passes to Zeller. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. Jackson, that's good.
Boy, Hart is one of those guys you look at and you can just see the team is first with him. Never hesitates to find the open guy. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Down low. Tries from 10. Misses off the left iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Redick for 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other. Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Jackson. Spurs also with the sub. DeMar DeRozan is checked in for Bellinelli.
Yeah, a nightmare to defend in space. Williamson showing elite acceleration with the ball in his hands.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Good work defensively by Gay. The Spurs have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Reddick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. Okafor grabs the miss.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
Reddick dishes to Okafor. Here's Hart. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hart's got 5 points so far.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. But when Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
They get it back. DeRozan. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Williamson kicks to Reddick. Shoots from 14. From deep. Okafor gets the bucket.
Boy, never giving up on the glass and getting an easy bucket as a result. Persistence paying off for Okafor.
Stripped it away. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Pass to Williamson. And it's New Orleans scoring again. 7 seconds left to play here in the half. With 2 seconds left.
Gay has made a great transformation over the years from a traditional wing to somebody who scores all over the court, including inside.
It's a tie game in New Orleans.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello back. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held it 2. And that.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been a clinic from Patty Mills.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at center. That's the Pelicans 5.
The determination that DeRozan brings to scoring in the painted area, really unmatched. He's not going to mess up too many of those chances.
Pass to Ingram. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Favors passes to Williamson. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Back to White for the 3. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Holiday.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid even until he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
Here's DeRozan. Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got 4 rebounds in this game. Lobs it up for Holiday. And stolen by White. And DeRozan. Here we go. And finished off by DeRozan.
Tell you what, I don't know of anybody more aggressive at attacking the basket than DeRozan. A lot of his points come off the drive.
Back to Holiday over White. And that's an air ball. Not even close. And with Williamson, it's not just the obvious stuff that impresses you, Greg. It's the little things as well, the attention to detail.
You know, Kevin, one thing that stands out to me, every time I see this young man, the eye-hand coordination, whether it's on steals, deflections, block shots, he always seems to pick it cleanly.
Here's White. And Walker kicks to Pirtle. Out to White. Here's the three. Goes up again, and the shot goes in. And the Spurs lead by 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Ingram dishes to Holiday. Back to Ingram. Shoots over Walker. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Williamson. And it's Frank Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Bellinelli, he's checked in for San Antonio. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Passes it to Favors. Pirtle with the steal. Outside for Murray. Connects from three-point range. And it's an 8-point San Antonio lead. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
4 on the clock. It's Ingram on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
With the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. White's got the lead up to 11 now for San Antonio.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can, Kevin. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
That one goes in. White's got 4 points this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Bellinelli. Bryn Forbes comes in for White, and it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Hart kicks to Favors. New Orleans moving it around. It's stolen by DeRozan. It's intercepted. Lets it fly. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got DeRozan. Jakob Poeltl up there with Rudy Gay. And it's Mills. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Redick. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And again, New Orleans with the triple.
It's the main strength in Redick's game. His three-point shot. Lethal. This guy is a laser.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Williamson is checked in for Jahlil Okafor. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for the Spurs. Fires, high post. That's good on the jump shot. And it's 8 points for Gay.
This has been Gay's go-to shot throughout his career. I mean, the mid-range he's got, wet.
Redick with the three. He can't get that one. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Gay can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Dishes it to Mills. No good on the triple. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Hart. A nice shot by Melly.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. From downtown, San Antonio with the rebound. Poeltl's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. New Orleans has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Oh, trying for it. Holiday looking for an opening. Offline with his 3.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
New Orleans now, time running out. Redick for 3, and it's Gay with the rebound. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Shots good by Mills.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays. Hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Derek Favors checked in for the Pelicans. Brandon Ingram comes in for Drew Holiday. San Antonio also making some changes. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. We have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game. But in your mind, who's the best who have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Drew Holiday is checked in for J.J. Redick. Pelicans trail by 11. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Now the pass to Holiday. This one for three. Rebound by Murray. San Antonio's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Spurs.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeMar DeRozan.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
White left side. Murray right side. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. DeRozan finds Pirtle. That three off the mark.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Sion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Deep two from Murray. Buries the jump shot. And the Spurs lead by 11.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it. Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest. Hello and thanks for joining us. And Noche, D.A. He is doing a great job. Thank you, D.A. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. We'll take a look at Utah, advantage in one series. And, of course, there's the Spurs. Right now, quite a ways down below.
And checking out San Antonio, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think, Greg, for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position. And for San Antonio, Murray out there with Derek White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Walker in at the small forward. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
I'm telling you this, if you leave one of Ingles' teammates open, Joe is going to find him.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
And Poeltl sends it back.
Back active defense from Jakob Poeltl. That's the key. When he stays active and alert, blocks are going to be there for him.
The shot's good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
And it's Mitchell missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, that's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
Here is Conley, following the bucket by the Spurs. Mitchell up top. Takes a shot at the elbow, and DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Kept alive, and Walker kicks to White. Pass to DeRozan. Feeds it to Murray. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Now, this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
Shot's good by Walker.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
O'Neal passes to Ingles. It's stolen by DeRozan. Outside, White. On the wing, DeRozan. And another basket for San Antonio.
Well, he's such a smart offensive player. DeMar DeRozan knows the best option there is the quick release on the catch and shoot.
The pass to Poeltl. The 8-footer. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jam. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. And Mitchell is right there. Mitchell's got 9.
You look at Donovan Mitchell and you don't understand the guy has a 6'10 wingspan. He's a problem on the offensive glass.
Utah leading.
Because of Rudy Gobert's thin frame, people were trying to take advantage of him early physically in his career. For the Jazz, they wanted him to get stronger, get in the weight room, and become more of a problem.
And it's Mitchell with the Jam.
When he's determined to finish, Donovan Mitchell is so good powering through whatever the defense puts in his path.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Clarkson, he's checked in for O'Neal. And it's Moutier in for Mike Conley. It's good. And for 7-footers like Gobert, it seems, Doris, there's more risk of injury.
Well, everything the Jazz organization has done with Rudy has focused from the core down. They want to make sure their big man has functional strength that eases pressure on the knees and ankles. Both of those areas have been so problematic for guys his size.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That is his first foul of the game. Whoops, they pick off the pass.
I don't like that decision there.
Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Shot's good by Mills.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
It's stolen by Bellinelli. The shot. Gabe. And Gabe with the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 18 points for Donovan Mitchell.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
Rudy Gay hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Back to Mills. Passes to Bellinelli. Gay kicks to Mills. But they get it back. Here's Forbes. Drills the elbow jumper.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
It could go. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for... During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder is quick.
We've been really key to have a coach like that.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, Rudy Gay is out there with Bellinelli. Then it's Mills, then it's Tyler Zeller, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. There's Clarkson after Rudy Gay's bucket. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Mills. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. You can see it, Doris, with some of these good teams trying to build momentum as we get closer to the postseason.
You seem to know and understand which teams are good on both sides of the basketball. Are they top 5 efficiency, offense and defense? And as you know, Kevin, if there's a player with a hot hand, that can really make a difference in round 1.
Absolutely. Zeller passes to Gay. Spurs working the ball around now. Shot from 12. And with that, the Utah lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Patrick Mills.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Back to Moutier. Deflects the pass. Pass to Niang. Over Gay. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Jazz lead by 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Gobert. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Gobert's got 8 points.
It's clear that Rudy Gobert is working on that jumper, boy. You better get a hand up and try to contest.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Pass to Moutier. Clarkson on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris. Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Tyler Zeller. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Gobert. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
And Utah making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And Doris, Rudy Gobert has come a long way as a finisher.
No doubt, Kevin. He has led the league in field goal percentage, and they have worked so hard to get his balance and strength correct. This guy is becoming more and more dangerous as a scorer. Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
White against Mitchell. And there's the feed to Gay. Goes back up, and he lays it up and in. 10 points for him.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Outside Conley. They get the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Murray, and he lays it straight in.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here is O'Neal. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Murray finds Poeltl. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Conley with the three. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Murray dishes to White. 35 seconds left in the first half. Ingles against Gay. Over Ingles. And the Spurs scoring again.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. The pass to Gobert. Conley against Murray. 11 feet away. A rebound by the Spurs.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's White. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. White's got the lead up to 2 now for the Spurs.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Spurs.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Rudy Gay has been getting it done. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3. Clock at 2. And it's Mitchell missing. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. The lead is 2. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Walker's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Here's O'Neal. And the 3 ball is good. O'Neal's got the first bucket of the 3rd here for the Jazz.
Well, Rudy Gobert stands 7'1", and he's an unselfish guy who puts the pass on the money.
Stolen by Mitchell. On the wing, Mitchell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Jazz have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
You know what I love about Donovan Mitchell? He is just as great off the court as he is on. This guy is engaging. He's self-aware. He is the real deal.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio.
It is still amazing to me that in 2017, Donovan Mitchell wasn't even a top 10 pick. If you had a redraft, he'd likely go top 2. Absolutely incredible.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And with his dad working with Major League Baseball players, Mitchell was rubbing elbows with guys making millions. He saw some players who stayed humble and others who didn't. And you know what, Doris? I think it made an impression.
And I think, Kevin, if you listen to Donovan, he talks about how his parents impressed upon him the importance of how you treat people. So even with all the success, it's not going to this young man's head. He is so grounded.
And a wide open look for Walker. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Walker's got it all tied up now for San Antonio. Conley kicks to Ingles. Shoots over DeRozan. Passes it to Clarkson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Here's Gobert. A beautiful reverse layup. Gobert's got 13.
Well, Gobert inside, right? He has such a strong sense for when to take advantage of the skills he has at his disposal.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And DeRozan, here we go. And the shot goes down. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, doing what he does best. DeMar DeRozan hits the afterburner on the drive, catches the defense flat-footed.
Goes up on the high post. Conley's shot is off. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And the Jazz with some changes. Davis is checked in for Joe Ingles. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley.
See, I have so much appreciation for the way Rudy Gobert plays the game. This guy takes smart shots on the offensive end. He uses that reach to perfection on the defensive end. He is a defense unto himself.
Walker's shot is off. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And 2 free throws coming up on it. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D-Wade with how he plays.
To the middle, here's Zeller. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
And Gay is just so crafty inside, forcing the defense to hit him in the paint.
Gay hits them both. Jazz trail by 6. Over to the wing. Here's Mudiay. Lays it up off the glass. Moutier's got his first points of the night.
Well, Emmanuel Mudiay, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
And Davis pulls it down. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Mills from the arc. The rebound by Niang. For Utah, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Mudiay, no good. Here's Walker. And finished off by Walker.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Spurs. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Bellinelli is out there with Derek White. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Jazz trail by 9. From deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3. Here's Pirtle. It's good.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Mitchell, an easy 2 points on the layup. Mitchell's got 28.
Just doing what he can. He's competing, and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one, Greg. A high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
The shot by Bellinelli. No good. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Pirtle sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. A different look now for San Antonio. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Gay. Bryn Forbes comes in for Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Bellinelli. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Utah.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Gobert, the pass to Ingles. He feeds it to Mitchell. Goes up at the stripe. That one a little long. Spurs leading by 9. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Isn't it interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
They are.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Has to come. Lets it go with a 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Clock at 4. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's O'Neal. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Well, to me, this is what great point guards do. Donovan Mitchell demonstrating just how skilled he is at connecting with open teammates.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. White the pass to DeRozan. Uncovered. Up again, but he recovers it.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. From deep Ingles. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And that's the intelligence of Joe Ingles on display. This guy's so clever at figuring out ways to get the defense to foul him.
The second one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that turns the lead to 6.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Rosen dishes to Walker. Outside for Murray. Ingles passes to Mitchell. Shoots over White. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 30.
Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
You know, Kevin, to me, one of the real pleasurable aspects of watching DeMar DeRozan work, this guy's footwork is something he's developed, and it's on point.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Zeller is checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Gay comes in for Derek White. That's Mills in for Murray. Conley inside the line. The offensive rebound. Gobert can't hit. The Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. DeRozan It's good on the putback.
Well, I have always loved the willingness of DeMar DeRozan to mix it up physically. He's got a lean frame, but it doesn't mean he's got a lean game.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
From beyond the arc, buries the long-range jumper. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
They recover it. That one touched the backboard first, and it's ruled a goaltend. Count it.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it. And the fans clearly don't like that call.
And it's Bradley with the ball for Utah. Here's Williams-Goss. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Mills passes to Gay. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. From deep three-point range, and the miss. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Ayton.
And guys, I think he's starting to feel the wear and tear of the season a little bit. That comes across in his rebounding numbers. They dropped off this month. He needs that second win, and no doubt he'll get it soon.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And for San Antonio, they've got Pirtle. White is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Walker in at the 3. And it's Tenai. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. That shot, no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient, Greg, on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
Brandon, looking ahead to the playoffs, when you made your first postseason appearance, were you surprised by the intensity you found once you got there?
Kevin, it was my second season. I was playing for the Clippers, so getting into the playoffs was quite miraculous on its own accord for the organization. But the level of detail in the playoffs and intensity in the playoffs, they know everything that you're going to do. And we were playing against the Utah Jazz, which at that time...
Some pretty good players.
Karl Malone, John Stockton, Jeff Hornacek, the great Jerry Sloan as the head coach. It was a wonderful experience, but you understood that the playoffs were different. Absolutely something different in terms of the intensity and what it is that that team knew about you.
Wide open look here for Murray. Hits it from three-point range.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
And here's Booker from the arc. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
That is a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Murray, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Ayton. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. Bridges shot, good.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Spurs passing it around. Johnson with the block. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lonnie Walker. Bryn Forbes comes in for White. And it's Mills in for Murray. Sharch is checked in for Phoenix.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
Here's Mills. Devin Booker picking up that last basket.
So he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Sharch passes to Ayton. And it's Gay with the rebound. Spurs trail by 7. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
And that one is good. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
He doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
It's blocked, but they recover it. Mills finds Gay. Now here is Pirtle. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Pirtle's got his second basket of the night.
And really, Pirtle is a guy who is always looking to score the ball, relentless in how he attacks the defense.
Now here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Zeller, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Phoenix also making some changes. Aaron Baines comes in for DeAndre Ayton. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. At the top of the key, Baines. And the Suns miss again. Forbes dishes to Gay. Back to Forbes. True on the 14-footer.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
For 3, Booker, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so we welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Sharch. Then there's Carter. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. Gay can't hit.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
And some changes here for the Spurs. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And Murray subbed in for Patty Mills. And Phoenix also making a switch. Mikal Bridges checked in for Dario Saric. Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
Here's Bellinelli after the Suns pick up 2.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Now here's Ayton. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bridges shot, good.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
White the pass to Murray. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Stolen by Gay. Here's Zeller. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Pass to Ayton. Here's Jerome. Suns moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Ayton kicks to Bridges. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And it's White missing.
And if you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Carter the pass to Ayton. Zeller grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Yep, it counts. Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle. He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Murray dishes to Zeller. Outside White. San Antonio again missing. Suns leading by 3. Ayton kicks to Baines. Pass to Carter. Here's Baines. He's covered by Murray. Baines inside. Pass to Bridges. Here's Baines. He's covered by Gay. Zeller against Ayton. Here's Jerome. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so White will bring it up for San Antonio. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one, and that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Bellinelli. Suns have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter against White. Here's Ayton. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Gay with no one around. The Spurs rebound.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Carter. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to eat. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. During one stretch, they trailed by. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You've got to like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Mills. Rudy Gay is out there with Pirtle, and it's Zamanic in at the power forward. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Walker. And now here comes Gay leading the break. Here's Zamanic. Cans the shot from the wing. Zamanic has got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio. Kaminsky finds Rubio. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. A rebound by the Spurs.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
So for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Sharge comes in for Kaminsky. And it's Johnson in for Carter. Now here's Gay. Offensive rebound. He kicks it to Pirtle. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And here's Booker from the arc. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Booker's got the game tied up here for the Suns. There's the pass to Zamanic. Spurs passing it around. Gay passes to Pirtle. Outside, Walker to the right side. Mills. Money from the wing. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Wow, he's a serious catch-and-shoot threat really every time down the floor. Mills has to be accounted for by the defense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you.
Yeah, that's a tough one, Kevin. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Bryn Forbes comes in for Rudy Gay. Now here's Saric. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. Keeps it alive. Saric on the follow.
And the anticipation of Saric, outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
And he makes good on the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Inside. Kicks it out to Booker. A new 14 for the Suns. Johnson outside. Passes it to Booker. But Trey. The shot that time, not on target. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third.
Every shot in his arsenal, Devin Booker, is pretty impressive. He can shoot it from deep. He moves well without the basketball. He can create with others. He is a young offensive force and is an interesting player to watch in terms of what develops next.
Forbes. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Saric has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Booker looking around. DeRozan against Saric. Rubio outside. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Off the left rim and out.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now here's Walker. Devin Booker missing his last shot. DeRozan's shot is good.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And here's Booker from the arc. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists now tonight.
Such a lovely stroke there from Devin Booker. He's a go-to scorer. And a nice shot there from distance.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns lead by 1. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Suns. Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Carter out there with Booker, and it's Kaminsky in at the 5 down low. The shot by Saric, no good.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Took him no time at all on that one. And the Spurs lead by 1. Neither team here in the 4th generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Pass to Bridges. Kaminsky with the ball. He's against Zeller. Fires from the wing. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay up off the ground and dunking it down hard. Nice to see that.
Carter against Murray. Carter, the pass to Booker. Off target from three-point range.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Great positioning on the putback. Samanic has got the lead up to 3 now for San Antonio. Now here is Carter. 14 feet away. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up. And the first one drops. And the Suns making a change here. Both shots good from the strike. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Johnson. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Deep 2 from Murray. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Rubio out to Carter. Back to Rubio. The feed now to Kaminsky. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Back to Rubio. Kaminsky, the pass to Jerome. For Murray. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. So it's San Antonio now. It's a 3-point game. Out left to the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Jerome with the rebound. Phoenix has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Back to Kaminsky. Pass to Jerome. Out to Carter to tie it up. And that one is off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And the pass to Jerome. Back to Kaminsky. Rubio looking it over. From the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Johnson. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
And the Suns call time here. They're trailing by 5. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Rudy Gay.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Gay. Lonnie Walker comes in for Johnson. It's Mills in for White. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment, and let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Mills dishes to Pirtle. Back to Mills. Fires the three. Bangs home the trifecta. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Walker with a clean look. They get it back, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Carter kicks to Booker. Over Murray. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And here's Mills from the arc. Drills it from outside.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
Welcome to this very special episode.
Up next. Welcome, everyone. DH. Well, what a great attitude. He is a monster on defense. David, thank you. Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for San Antonio, Murray out there with Derek White. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
White, good.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Ingram outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes light up.
Incredible leaper, explosive finisher, DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
Lobs it up for Favors. No good, shot missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Always going up for the alley-oop here, and the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
He gets that one.
Oh, my goodness, 5 straight coming out of the gate.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Ball, the pass to Williamson. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn you.
Murray, no good. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
The Spurs with the league's longest active playoff streak, 22 years and running, not to mention 5 titles in that span. No wonder the Spurs are viewed as the league's model franchise.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Ingram outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Holiday kicks to Williamson. Pass the ball. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
All right, got a chance here to check out Derek Favors' stats. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. 10th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from three, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Now here's Jackson, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Well, Steve, the Spurs are so well run. If they played in a top 5 market, they might be the most popular team in the NBA by now.
You know what, Kevin? They probably would, but this is the way this organization likes it. They like to be quiet and under the radar. They like to sustain success, and they like to build a great culture. At the same time, the small market is really a part of their culture.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Zeller comes in for Pirtle, and it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Left side, Redick. Outside, Jackson. Astamelli. Outside, Redick. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball.
J.J. Redick, very comfortable behind the three-point line. Knocked that one down.
Mills passes to Gay. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Redick for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
You've got to make J.J. Redick a ball handler. He's too lethal as a spot-up threat.
And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Hayes following the bucket by the Spurs. The shot by Redick, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the basket by DeRozan.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
It's deflected. It's Jackson atop the key. Puts one up from 19, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O. And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head, force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Okafor's checked in.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's San Antonio. Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
So for New Orleans right now, we got Jahlil Okafor. J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. And it's Melli in at the 4-man position. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And the Spurs making a change here. White's checked in. Well, and lately we have seen star players changing teams more often. Shorter contracts. Player options. Smitty, is there any downside to any of them?
You know, I think the downside is from a fan standpoint, you get invested in a player and he's moved in like 2 or 3 years. I think it should be where if a player wants to sign a longer-term contract with the organization, that should be a rule in play. But right now with these shorter contracts and player options, there's going to always be a lot of movement. Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
That one's not going to go. And New Orleans will come the other way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
It could have gone either way, but unfortunately for them, they ended up on the losing side of that score.
And here's Mills for three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is where Mills kills you. Tremendous range.
Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. And Holiday kicks to Hart. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
White, good.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now Holiday, he's coming off a 37-point game against Sacramento.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
The shot by Reddick, no good.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night. The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Gay kicks to Mills. Here's Zeller. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Look at New Orleans. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And checking out San Antonio, just a couple spots back.
And checking out San Antonio, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
Walker against Ingram. Lets it go from deep. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
To the left side wing. Here's Walker, and it's San Antonio with another. Pelicans trail by 13. Holiday dishes to Okafor. It's Ingram on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And the stroke of Ingram just looks so pure coming off his hand.
Here's Pirtle. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento. And Ball comes to help. Pirtle, no one around him. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, despite the injuries he suffered in his career, Rudy Gay remains a pretty good athlete.
Outside Holiday. Kicks it to Okafor. Ingram left side. Shoots the three. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Now the pass to Walker. Stolen by Ball. 1 second left. And no good that time. And we've reached half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 13. And that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan. DeJounte Murray is out there with White. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Walker in at the small forward. Here's DeRozan. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Walker's got the lead up to 14 now for San Antonio.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backcourt. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
White off target with his 3.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Ball with it. He's picked up by Walker. And Lonnie Walker picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. Ingram kicks the ball. The 3. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb, averaging about 15 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around. You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And here's Mills for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 15.
And the Pelicans under head coach Alvin Gentry, a team that looks to get out and run.
Reason why, GA, he was an assistant under Mike D'Antoni in Phoenix when the pace and space trend was just getting started. Also on the bench for the Warriors, and we know how they like to get up and down. That up-tempo style is what he preaches.
Jackson passes to Hart. Pass to Melly. And here's Jackson. 5 on the clock. And a deep 3 from Redick. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Bryn Forbes in for White. Jackson passes to Hart. Redick with it. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Hayes. They get it again. Melly. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Outside Jackson. Here's Hart. A rebound by the Spurs. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Shoots. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. DeRozan's got 15 points.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Redick surveying the D. Jackson kicks to Redick. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 11 points for J.J. Redick.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Flying high, Gay at one time had a 40-inch vertical.
Hart the pass to Redick. Jackson with it. And here's Hayes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Jackson dishes to Hayes. New Orleans moving it around. On deep. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the basket is good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. A 3 off the inbound. The Pelicans keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Birtle, the pass to Murray. Kicks it out to Gay. And it falls over the rim and in. Gay's got 4 points in the quarter.
This is the confidence Rudy has in himself, looking to score as soon as he gets the rock.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's San Antonio up by 16. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5. And that one's good. Williamson.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Nobody near Gay. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ingram's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the rejection by Favors.
The long reach of Favors have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Gay kicks to Walker. White the pass to Walker. 3-pointer. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs. It was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half. Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Back to White. Passes it to Pirtle. He kicks it to Walker. And here is Pirtle. Guarded by Holiday. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 16-point game.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
3 from Gay. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Murray. From outside the arc, they get it back. Gay kicks to Murray. And here's Walker outside. Tips it, and Gabe with the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 18.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Redick for three. The rebound by the Spurs. Walker in the post, covered by Redick. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. Steve, it seems like criticism of NBA officials is reaching a very interesting level. We see players, coaches, and now even executives confronting these officials over their calls.
You know, I know we love the word transparency, but I think also for these referees, because of technology as well, we're seeing these players from so many different angles. And all we want to talk about if we're coaches and executives and players are the plays they miss. And I think that's what we're, putting too much energy in.
Back to Mills, over Jackson. Doesn't go for him. And New Orleans will come the other way.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeMar DeRozan.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm. And that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Frank Jackson.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Ingram. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And you cannot give Ingram even an inch of airspace. He's ready to let it go if he gets it.
Mills passes to Gay. Spurs passing it around. Outside, Walker. The pass to Samanic. And here's Mills for three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Left side, Walker releases. And it's Melly with the rebound. Ingram outside. Jacks up a three. That one doesn't go. Off target. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it.